What's up YouTube, it's your girl AK and we are back here with another video. We are doing a live market analysis, right? Basically I just want to show y'all like my idea, kind of what I'm thinking about for the market. I'm actually filming this on Friday because I got a lot to do this weekend. I will not have time to film a video on Sunday, so a little early video, but I will be posting on Sunday, so you'll see this as soon as you can on Sunday, right? So yeah, without further ado, I just want to get right into the market analysis and just kind of give you my ideas on gold, the yen pair, as well as NAS100. So let's get into it. Okay, so boom, starting off we have gold. As y'all know, gold was shooting up like crazy and we just like had a crazy crash. I mean, just I'm actually jumping up for joy right now because y'all know I like to see gold as more of like a position trader, right? So seeing gold drop like this, we're getting gold at such a great discount. I'm like super excited, super stoked. But enough geeking over gold. Let's actually get into the analysis, right? So on the weekly, as you can see, we are still extremely bullish, right? So as you can see right here, we've been making higher highs, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Looks like the weekly might be coming down for a retest, but overall we are still bullish on the weekly as long as we do not break this low right here. So we are bullish on the weekly. Jumping down to the daily time frame, you can see kind of like the same thing, right? So again, higher high, higher low, higher high, retesting this level, higher low, big humongous push, higher high, right? And we're coming back down on the daily, but we have not broken this daily low yet, right? This is our daily low. So that means our daily is bullish as well. So first things first, I want to basically just show my high confirmation chart. So my weekly is bullish, my daily is bullish. If I basically wanted to mark up this level as my daily support, I can, just to show that this is my support on the daily. So we can go ahead and mark that up too. Daily support. Nice. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and jump down to a 4 hour. Okay, as you can see on the 4 hour, yeah, we are pretty much bearish, right? We are basically breaking structure. So I can actually change this to say that we are now bearish on the 4 hour, right? We are basically breaking this structure down here. You can see it a lot clearer on the 1 hour, kind of how this structure is looking. So at this point, you can really tell that our bias overall is still bullish. Why? Because my weekly is bullish and my daily is bullish. So my rule is that if I have two consecutive time frames going in the same direction, so weekly and daily are consecutive and they're both bullish, so they're going in the same direction, that is where I'm looking to particularly take that trade, right? So right now I am only interested in buys on gold. I'm not interested in selling gold at all, actually. I don't care how much it's crashing. I don't want to sell gold, right? I only look to buy because as a swing trader, I want those long-term moves. So basically, I am looking for one particular thing, right? We just said that my weekly was bullish and my daily was bullish, right? My 4 hour is currently bearish. My 1 hour plays into the 4 hour where you can see a little better, right? So 1 hour, 4 hour is bearish. I need y'all to pay attention, right? I say this all the time. This is the part where you're gonna have like that aha moment. Check me out. Listen, if the weekly is bullish and the daily is bullish, if my higher time frames are bullish, right, and my lower time frames are bearish, hear me out. We know that the higher time frame holds the most weight. That is where the overall trend is going. We're going to a higher time frame. So basically, all I need to wait for is for my lower time frame to switch back to bullish. And that is my entry. That is where you know when it's time to get in, right? It's super simple. Let me show you. Basically, all we're waiting for, right? As you can see, the 1 hour currently, we are bearish. You can see we are making resistance levels right here. We have a resistance level here, right? We have a resistance level here, right? We're getting lower and lower on this 1 hour, as you can see. Like, we're just getting lower and lower and lower, right? Price is just not really, it's not really letting up. We're just getting lower and lower and lower, right? But basically, all we're waiting for, we are waiting for price to do one thing. Right now, price is making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We need price to basically do this. We need price to fail to make a low. And we need price to basically break above resistance. When we see price break above resistance, what does that tell us? It tells us that the downtrend is over, right? Why? Because downtrends, you get a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. These are the characteristics of a downtrend. downtrends are not supposed to have a higher high. Right here, when price broke above, is creating a higher high. That is what? That is the characteristics of a uptrend, right? Right here with price, the moment price breaks above this resistance, there is structure stem right here. The moment price breaks above structure, right? But not only that, it has to show me that it does not want to go any lower, because again, price can always break above and it could liquidate you and take you out, and that's completely valid because we're still making newer lows. That's still valid on a downtrend, right? This is a valid move. But right, price, if it shows me that it does not want to go lower, it gives me the retest, right? We are breaking retest traders, break retest, and it begins to continue to the upside. That is my confirmation to let me know, okay, we are definitely going up, right? So basically, all I'm waiting for on gold, y'all, I'm just waiting for price to just take out one of these resistance levels, right? Once we take out a resistance level, I just want to see price give me a correction and show me that it does not want to go lower than this low. Once I see that price does not want to go lower than that low and we get the retest on one of these levels, once I see price looking to go back to the upside, that is my entry for buys. And what am I targeting? I'm targeting the daily highs. Why? Because what? Because we're bullish on the daily. Remember, we never broke the support level, right? We never broke this daily support. So as long as we don't break the daily support, I can target these daily highs and it's completely fine, right? So I can catch the bigger move, and that's how I'm able to catch these high RRs, right? So that is my bias on gold. I'm just waiting for price to basically break above and just give me the break and retest to head up. So yeah, I'm basically just setting an alert on these particular resistance levels to let me know that it's breaking above, right? I'm trying to, and I'm also tracking. So every time it gets lower, I'm adding a new resistance level. The closer and closer it gets to daily support. As long as it doesn't break daily support and we eventually get the break up, right? The break up, retest, right? Continuation. That is all I need to see. Okay. So now we have NASDAQ. So basically, usually I trade SPX 500, but this week I just want to look at NASDAQ because why not? I just want to mix it up a little bit. On the weekly, I kind of count these as like equal lows. We have like these equal lows here. And then we have this high, and we kind of just been ranging between this high and low on the weekly. So the weekly is technically still bullish, right? But we are kind of just ranging in between these levels right now. So just keep that in mind. So on the daily, as you can see, we made a higher high, right? And then we actually ended up breaking this support on the daily, making it bearish. But then we began to shift back up. This is all internal structure. This is all internal, right? So let me actually not mark that. This is all internal structure. It wasn't until we actually broke back above this high, right, that made us back bullish. So because we closed above this high with our bodies, like we did a body candle closure, as you can see, this body closed higher than these bodies, making our daily time frame bullish as well. So our daily time frame is also bullish, so keep that in mind. If you go to a 4 hour, you can see that we are actually we're bearish, right? So 4 hour, we were making, you know, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? We're making structure to the upside, as you can see. And then what happened? We started to shift and we started to break structure on the downside, right? We're breaking structure on the downside, as you can see, making our 4 hour bearish. So 4 hour, it's bearish, right? Literally the same thing I said on gold, I'm watching for SPX 500. Check this out. So yeah, y'all. So basically, since our weekly is bullish and our daily time frame is bullish, right? Our 4 hour is currently bearish, as you can see, as well as our 1 hour. If you zoom in, same exact thing, y'all. Same exact thing. So daily, let me mark up my daily support. Daily support is right here. If I draw my Fibonacci tool from swing high to swing low, and I actually turn on my retracements, we can say that price is currently, where is it? It's actually touching our golden zone on the daily. We know that the golden zone is a highly reversible area, right? This is where price likes to reverse 9 times out of 10. So I do expect for price to reverse soon. We also have this level right here where price broke structure on the daily, right? This was a daily area of interest right here. This is the last area that price broke before we went to the upside. So this is our daily area of interest, right? So I am looking to see price push back above this daily area of interest, right? If I go to a 4 hour, you can kind of see we have the lower highs, but if I really want to mark it out, I can go to a 1 hour to see it clearly. And you kind of see the same thing. So right here, you can see we have begin to make resistance, right? 1 hour resistance. As you can see, it gets lower and it gets lower, and we are not breaking resistance, right? It's getting lower and lower and lower. Well, since I am bullish on the daily, and since we are already tapping into that golden zone, right? And I expect it to reverse basically what I'm looking for. Same exact thing on gold. I am looking for a price to basically break above this resistance level, give me the retest, show me it doesn't go any lower, and it continues to the upside. What are my targets? I am targeting, again, liquidity on the daily time frame. Why am I targeting liquidity on the daily time frame? Because my daily and my weekly is bullish, and I expect it to make newer highs. So this is completely valid for me to target long term. Yeah, just waiting for my lower time frame to get back in sync with my higher time frame, and that's what I'm looking to get in for buy. So I will be setting alerts on this level. Actually, let me mark it now. I will set alerts on this level to let me know that it is ready to start buying up. Last but not least, I want to talk about the yen pair. We are looking at CADJPY. Now y'all, I am super excited for this potential trade. I'm actually currently vlogging about it right now. You're gonna see why I'm excited, but like I want y'all to check this out. So right now, I'm looking at CADJPY because all the other yen pairs look terrible right now. As you can see right now on the weekly, we are actually still bullish on the weekly. As you can see, our last lower high was down here. We had this humongous push up, right? And it looks like we're actually on the way for a potential correction on the weekly right now, right? So my weekly is bullish, but however, my daily, as you can see, my daily time frame, we had this massive sell-off. Like, we basically were previously making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we broke this low, y'all. We had a daily support right here that we just broke through, right? And guess what we're doing? We're coming back for the retest. We're coming back for this retracement right here, right? We are coming back to grab liquidity and look to continue to head down, because we are now we are bearish on the daily time frame. So if I actually add my confirmation chart here, we can say that our weekly is bullish and our daily time frame is bearish. Right, boom. Scaling down to a 4 hour, again, my 4 hour is actually bullish right now. So let me explain something. So right now, 4 hour, we were here, right? We came down, made a lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, and then we actually ended up breaking this lower high, making our 4 hour bullish. So our 4 hour is actually bullish right now, as you can see, right? Now, like I said, I need like my time frames to be in sync. I can't have, you know, bullish, bearish, bullish. That's confusing, right? So what am I doing? I'm just waiting for, again, my lower time frame to switch from bullish to bearish. Why? So that my 4 hour and 1 hour can actually be aligned with my daily. So basically, on the 4 hour, we had this area where we last tapped into. There was an area right here. This is the last area we broke structures. As you can see, price, we came and we initially broke structure right here. They say break a structure right here, as you can see. So I marked it off with this zone. It's filling up this wick and this body, right? Price on the 4 hour, we basically came and we had the break, right? This is the correction or the retest of this 4 hour area interest. And what are we doing? We're looking to head back down. We're looking to take out this daily liquidity as well as some more, right? Because we are now in a downtrend on the daily, right? So essentially, that is really what's playing out right now. As you can see on the 1 hour, if I scale in just a little bit more. So on the 1 hour, you can actually see that we are beginning to shift to the downside. So right here, we had 1 hour support sitting right here. How do I know this is 1 hour support? Well, right here, you can see we're making higher high, higher low, right? We made another higher high, higher low. We had one big push up and then we broke this level, right? So I'm looking for price to basically come back and retest this level on the 1 hour, which it looks like we might have already came and tapped into it, right? And basically head back down is kind of what I'm looking for, and that's basically my entry, right? Once my 1 hour shifts to bearish, I think it's gonna play into the 4 hours, switching my 4 hours to bearish as well. And I am basically looking to target what, well, like I said, my daily is bearish. So if I draw my fib from the swing high, swing low, and let's just look at targets right now, right? I am looking to target this liquidity on the 0 level. There's liquidity sitting here, as well as the 27 extension. So really I am looking to see, so if I was to look for a particular entry, right here, this is my 15-minute. Basically we already broke structure, right? We're already kind of pushing to the downside. So if I was to enter, like, I don't know, I'm not saying I will enter here, but if I was to enter here and then keep my stop, like, I don't know, above this high right here or whatever, I would basically be targeting all the way down here, right? This is my daily liquidity sitting right here, as you can see, and then we have this 27 extension as well. So as you can see, like, a potential, yeah, crazy, right? So that's why I'm kind of stoked about this trade. I'm just waiting for a little bit more confirmation. I'm not really sure if I can count this small movement as a lower high on the 1 hour, because I really want to see my 1 hour give me another like lower high and then look to drop. It looks like price kind of came back to retest this area, so I don't know if I can count this as a lower high. It's very small, so I'm kind of stuck right here of trying to decide what I want to count as what. But essentially I'm just looking to basically sell from this level. If you want to actually also look at the fib levels, you can see that currently we are sitting in our golden zone as well. So right now we are currently sitting in the golden zone between the 50 and the 61. In this area, price is very likely to reverse, right? Price loves to reverse in this golden zone between the 60 and the 50, so it's giving me even more confirmations right there. So yeah, I'm just basically looking to see like what kind of setup I can catch, particularly in here. So just waiting a little bit until next week to see what it looks like, and by then I'll probably end up getting into sales. Everything looks good. So yeah, this is basically what I'm looking for CADJPY. Just waiting to get a little bit more information on the 1 hour. Once I get that, I'm definitely going to basically get into sales if everything looks good. And yeah, so yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this breakdown. Hope y'all enjoyed this analysis. That's kind of what I'm looking for, particularly for CADJPY, gold, and NAS100. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I try to break it down pretty well. This is exactly how I see it, right? So I just wanted to give y'all like my perspective and what I see and basically what I'm watching for. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. If you like these breakdowns, I consider subscribing because I do them every single Sunday. So yeah, until next time, y'all enjoy. Have a great, amazing, blessed day. Bye.